Lies about the tiger Tony and his owner Mike Sandlin have reached a fever pitch. Here are their claims. Tony is hit by diesel fuel 24 hours a day. Tony lives on a concrete slab. Tony has no privacy. Tony is hit by lights 24 hours a day. Fumes are choking Tony the tiger. Tony is suffering in 100-degree heat. Tony has no natural habitat. Tony is unloved. Tony is neglected. Tony is sick. Tony paces all day long on concrete. Tony is stressed. Tony is going to die soon. Tony has atrophied legs. Tony has no escape from noise. Tony is just an advertising gimmick. Here's the truth. Tony is not hit by diesel fuel 24 hours a day. In fact, Tony has never been touched by any kind of fuel or liquid other than water. His exhibit is hundreds of feet from any gas or diesel pump. Fumes are not choking Tony. Tony has fresh air on all sides, and diesel trucks and cars park away from the exhibit. Trucks portrayed in the activist film are parked 2 city blocks from the exhibit. Trucks are not allowed to park next to the exhibit. Tigers in city zoos and exhibits have worse air quality than Tony. Tony can escape from noise. The truth is, the truck stop is very quiet at night. Truckers do not drive at night, they sleep. After 10 p.m., the truck stop slows down to a crawl. Tony lives in a habitat specially built for him. The truth is that Tony's habitat is 4 times the size recommended for such an animal. The exhibit is dry unless it has just been given its daily cleaning, or it has rained. Tony has natural habitat. The truth is, Tony has a large grass playground with a pool and toys. He has an air-conditioned house with privacy and a covered top to escape the rains. Tony has privacy day and night if he wants. Tony can go into his house and be away from people at any time. He is never locked out. Tony is not hit by lights 24 hours a day. There are no spotlights on Tony, and he can get into the dark at any time, day or night, inside his exhibit. Tony is not suffering when temperatures reach 100 degrees. Tigers naturally live in temperature ranges that can vary from -22 to +122 degrees. Gross Ted has never had a temperature above 103 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees less than their natural extreme. The coldest has been 9 degrees, well above their lowest natural range. Tony was hand-raised by Michael Sandlin from the age of 6 months. There are many pictures of him as a cub frolicking about the truck stop and at home playing with Michael. Tony is not neglected. Tony has a top veterinarian caring for him at all times. Tony has the best medicines and foods, and his handlers work with him every day. Tony is not sick. Some activists have tried to poison Tony, to make him sick, and to try to get him away from Michael. They were not successful. Cameras placed on the exhibit allow the employees to monitor activities of people near Tony. Tony does not pace all day long on concrete. Tony can walk or play in a large grassy field in his exhibit, or he can play in his pool. Tony is not stressed. Tony does not like animal activists that bang on the cage and flash cameras in his face. Michael and the truck stop crew have seen this several times, while the activists film Tony. Now he hates anyone with a camera tripod and growls violently at them. Tony is normally a calm, peaceful animal that likes to sit on the top of his house and watch people. There are many he knows, and regular customers can get Tony to give them an affectionate rub on the bars. Tony is not going to die soon. Cats in captivity live longer than animals in the wild, and Tony is healthier than any animal in the wild. Tony does not have atrophied legs. Tony's legs are fine. But a photo taken from just the right angle makes it look like he is ill. He is not. He is not sick. Veterinarians who have not examined Tony personally should not diagnose him based on animal activist propaganda. Tony is not an advertising gimmick. Tony is loved by Michael and all of the people at the truck stop. He is a draw to the truck stop, just as the 3 tigers in the small pen at the nearby zoo are a draw to the zoo, just like the 100 cats at a big rescue preserve are the draw for their proposed nature tour and lodgings. Abused tigers do not reproduce. But more live tigers have been born and raised at the Tiger truck stop than almost any other facility in the United States, including zoos. The truth is that while there may be some animals that are being abused in captivity, Tony is not one of them. He is well cared for, happy, and loved. He knows his home and the people that care for him. He is not stressed, not sick, not hurt, not doused in fuel or fumes. The sick people attempting to destroy Tony have no regard for the best interests of the animal. In fact, a major Hollywood star came to the tiger truck stop fully intending to talk Michael Sandlin out of keeping the tiger. He wanted Michael to let him rescue the cat. After seeing Tony for himself, and seeing how he is cared for, and seeing the corresponding care at other facilities, he realized that moving Tony to another facility would be worse for Tony. When so-called animal activists found out that Michael considered sending Tony to an animal preserve in Texas, the owner suddenly did an about-face and refused to even see Michael. No matter. You are donating to them to save a tiger that does not need saving. Here at the Tiger Truck Stop, Tony has personal one-on-one attention and no antagonism from other cats. Male tigers are solitary animals like lions and do better without constant forced company of other cats. If you want to help Tony, make your donations to the Tiger Truck Stop instead and help Michael improve his exhibit. The activists have tried suing to get the tiger and claim that Michael is breaking the law or doing dirty behind-the-scenes deals with lawmakers. Michael is following the law exactly and has the best interests of Tony at heart. Lying about Michael will not set the tiger free. He has claws and they cannot be removed at this age. He will kill any other animals he's penned with unless they too have claws. Most captive tigers are declawed. In short, if he is taken away, not only will he never see the people he knows and loves, he will be forced into isolation, truly alone, and having to fight for medical care with 100 other cats instead of personal one-on-one attention. This could cause Tony to go into a depression which will certainly kill him. When you see Tony responding affectionately to his owner, chuffing and rubbing against the bars like a kitten, you see a fully healthy and aware animal, at peace with his environment and handlers. Would you appreciate being taken from your home, never allowed to see your companions for your whole life, never seeing the familiar territory you grew up with? Tony is a fine, healthy animal that needs to be left where he is. It's the right thing to do. He can never know the freedom of the open range. He was raised in captivity and lacks the 2 years of training mother tigers give their cubs in hunting and survival. He did not have the life lessons that would enable him to survive. He is as domesticated as a tiger can be, and will be happy where he is. Fight for Tony. Yes, fight for his happiness, with his owners and the people he knows and loves. Go to SaveTony.com and send letters and sign our petitions. Help us save Tony. SaveTony.com.